And Hanukkah is the festival of lights. Traditionally in Israel, it's also the time to remember those who live in darkness, the blind. In this special report, IBA's Leah Stern takes a look at one organization trying to add light to the lives of those who cannot see.
Itzik Ben David has been blind most of his life, but he says his life has been turned around thanks to Billy, the Labrador retriever that is always at his side. But getting Billy was no easy task. Before this center just outside of Tel Aviv came into existence, the only way Itzik and other sightless Israelis could get a seeing eye dog was if they traveled abroad. 20 years ago, Noach Braun saw the need for Israeli-trained guide dogs. His friend from America, Norman Leventhal, helped realize Braun's vision.
When he explained to me why it was so important that there were so many blind people in Israel that didn't speak English, so they couldn't come to America to get a dog, so they would never have the opportunity for independence. And so when he suggested that this is what he wanted to do with his life, I decided that I wanted to help him achieve this dream.
This dynamic Israeli-American duo achieved a first, a school in Israel that trains Hebrew-speaking guides for the blind. The operation started out in Braun's home. Now, 30 blind people a year are able to start life anew with a new dog.
It's an amazing process. We take two very simple things. We start with a puppy and a person, and we make a partnership.
Regardless the cost of $25,000 for one partnership, the blind people pay nothing. And this is the beauty of it. We give them new life, we give them independence, but they pay nothing.
It takes 2 years for a dog to be trained. First, they are placed with a volunteer foster family for 1 year, where they learn to adjust to everyday experiences like traffic, crowds, elevators, cats, and sudden loud noises. Then they are trained for 6 months at the center.
It's actually very, very gradual. You start from very simple things that you ask the dogs to do, and the first part of training is you do it for them. So the guide work is actually built out of teaching the dog walking in straight lines, stopping at curbs, the down curb and the up curb. You have to teach the dog to pass obstacles, and he has to just be not distracted by everything and just pay attention to what you're teaching him and what you're expecting him to do.
Finally, a blind adult, selected according to the dog's temperament, is given 4 weeks of intensive training, 3 weeks of live-in instruction at the center, and another week at home.
It's a lot easier with the dog.
So you go everywhere with the dog, to the supermarket, to the mall?
Everywhere. Everywhere. Where I need, I take the dog. It's like if I don't take the dog, it's like I go without eyes. It's like I go without my legs.
4 years ago, Eyal Neifeld, a young soldier not yet 20, lost his eyesight and hearing when a terrorist detonated a bomb next to him on a bus. When he awoke from a 3-month coma, a cochlear implant restored his hearing, and a guide dog allowed him to go on with his life.
You want to go outside. Go outside. You're not afraid to go. You know that you can count on him in 100% and even more than that. And it's not only a guiding dog, it's a friend.
Aviva Stern is an energetic mother of 3 who loves to folk dance. Stern lost her sight while a student at Tel Aviv University.
If I want to go in the middle of the night, like at 2 o'clock in the morning, to the local bar, I'm just kidding, or for a walk, I will put on him the leash and the harness, and he'll wag his tail and come with me. But if I ask a relative or friend or my child, they just tell me that they want to sleep or forget it. So I'm very proud of myself because I can do lots of things, and my self-esteem is very high. I don't feel anything down on myself because I'm blind. I'm just like everybody else.
But the training process doesn't come cheap. About $25,000 per dog. It also takes 3 years and $100,000 to train the trainers. So far, this privately funded center has provided almost 300 dogs to blind Israelis, and recent technological advancements may double those numbers. Some people are suggesting that in the near future, robots will replace seeing eye dogs as aids to the blind. But those here who have experienced these amazing creatures say aside from their unfailing guidance, it's the love, and that no robot can ever replace. This is Leah Stern for IBA News.